UNESCO and L'Oreal Foundation have been campaigning for many years for a greater presence of women in science through the program for Women in Science. The executive director of the Alexandra Palt Foundation was black-tipped a few days ago as part of a tour to encourage women researchers from Francophone African countries to compete for research grants. Natalie Wakam spoke with her, and here's more.
The program for Women and Science has existed for 20 years in collaboration with UNESCO, and it is from the statement that women scientists missed 20 years ago. We realized that exceptional female scientists exist but do not have visibility, so the whole program started with a desire to make outstanding women scientists visible, and every year we get a prize for women in science, and it is offered at a ceremony in Paris. 5 women who are the best in their discipline are normally rewarded. They are normally really the best in their field. So we had 3 women who received the Nobel Prize, and among those, some have been selected. Over the years, we have realized that only promoting women scientists is not enough. We might also start earlier. So we started to add the national and regional scholarships, depending on the program, doctoral or postdoctoral for women, to support them in the path of scientific research they have chosen. There is specifically this program for Sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa has been part of our global program for 10 years, but last year we decided to give even more momentum to this program. We have created a national program for South Africa because there's really a lot of women scientists and researchers in South Africa. They have precisely dominated. Yes, so we created a national program for South Africa, and we created another regional program for Sub-Saharan Africa. It is aimed at all countries outside South Africa. So the countries of Sub-Saharan Africa will benefit. So far, it has been clear that there are more female candidates from English-speaking Africa. And that's why we are doing tours to present this program in several French-speaking countries to say that this program exists. Apply if you think you can apply for a scholarship for your thesis or for your postdoctorate. You say that promoting more women in science is not just a question of parity, that there are more issues behind it. Absolutely. I think that in order to respond to the challenges facing the world, specifically the continent, we need all intelligence. One cannot afford to deprive oneself of talents, of knowledge, creativity, skills, and even that can go further. Often, research that does not include women produces results that are not suitable for women. A great example is in cardiovascular diseases research, which have for long been considered men's diseases. Research has tested drugs on men, and we have researched men, and this leads to unsuitable treatments for women. It is an issue of quality research to also have women researchers a level of influence, responsibility, to be able to do research that is beneficial to all humanity. A reality that can't be escaped is the fact that there are not enough women in the scientific field because specifically early in school, girls are not interested in scientific subjects. No, we do not at all see that girls are not interested in scientific matters. They are stereotyped and discouraged because what we see is that at the beginning of the school until high school and even entering the university today in Europe, we have more girls in biology than boys. So no, they are mechanisms that are designed to discourage women. And they are really unconscious. It is discrimination. girls are no less apt to be interested in technology, in science. You can ask all the women politicians, women scientists, all the women in business in the whole world. When one is a woman and they have a career, whoever succeeds, one hears all the time that one is too much of something. We are too hard, we are too aggressive, we are too ambitious, we are too much. It's something that all the women of the world have in common, and that's what brings us together as women in solidarity.
Merci beaucoup, Alexandra. Merci beaucoup.